Hello, my amazing friends. I'm Sarah. Welcome to my channel. Today, I want to share something very personal with me. Last Saturday, I had a plan with my best friend Emma, but 2 hours before our dinner, she sent me a text. I'm so sorry, Sarah. I can't come tonight. My heart sank a little. I was already dressed, already excited. What would I do now? But then something strange happened inside me. A small voice in my head said, "Why not go alone?" And that's exactly what I did. I took myself on a date, and I decided to do something crazy. I would speak English to myself the entire evening, every single thought, every single moment. This is the story of how one canceled plan became my biggest English learning breakthrough. I stood in front of the mirror in my bedroom. My reflection looked back at me. "Okay, Sarah," I said out loud in English, "you can do this. It's just you tonight, and that's perfectly fine." My voice sounded strange in the quiet room. I wasn't used to hearing myself speak English alone, but I continued. "You look beautiful. That blue dress suits you. Now let's go have some fun." I grabbed my purse and walked to the door. As I locked it, I narrated every action. I'm locking the door now, I'm putting the key in my bag, I'm walking down the stairs. It felt silly at first. My neighbors might think I was talking on the phone, but actually, nobody cared. And very slowly, something magical started to happen. The English words began to flow more naturally. The restaurant I chose was a small Italian place called Luna Rosa. When I arrived, the waiter greeted me with a warm smile. "Good evening. Table for one?" he asked. I felt a tiny wave of embarrassment. "Yes, just me tonight," I replied in English, trying to sound confident. He didn't judge me. He simply led me to a cozy corner table by the window. I picked up the menu and started reading it aloud, very quietly. Spaghetti carbonara, margarita pizza, tiramisu. The words felt good in my mouth. Then I began to describe what I saw around me, like I was telling a story to an invisible friend. There's a couple sitting near me. They're holding hands. The woman is wearing a red scarf. She looks happy. The man is laughing at something she said. The waiter came back. "Are you ready to order?" I took a deep breath. "Yes, I'd like the mushroom risotto, please, and a glass of white wine." He wrote it down and smiled. Excellent choice. When he left, I whispered to myself, I did it. I ordered in English without hesitation. It sounds simple, but for me, it felt like climbing a small mountain. While I waited for my food, I continued my internal monologue. I described the paintings on the wall. That painting shows a sunset over the ocean. The colors are orange and purple. It makes me feel peaceful. I talked about the music playing softly in the background. This song is calm. It's jazz, I think. The piano melody is beautiful. Every single observation became an English sentence. Then my food arrived. The risotto looked absolutely delicious. Steam rose from the plate. I picked up my fork and narrated the experience. "I'm tasting the risotto now. It's creamy, it's warm. The mushrooms are soft. There's garlic and also thyme. This is incredible." I wasn't just eating, I was experiencing the meal in English. I was building vocabulary about taste, texture, temperature. Words like creamy, savory, tender. They weren't abstract anymore. They were real, connected to something I could touch and taste. Halfway through my meal, something unexpected happened. I caught myself smiling. Not because of the food, but because I realized I was enjoying my own company, and I was enjoying speaking English to myself. There was no pressure, no fear of making mistakes, no worry about someone correcting my grammar. It was just me, my thoughts, and a new language flowing naturally. But I'll be honest with you. At first, I felt a bit lonely. I saw other people laughing with their friends, sharing stories, clinking glasses together. A small part of me wished Emma was there. But then I asked myself a question in English. Why does being alone have to be lonely? And I answered myself, it doesn't. Being alone can be peaceful, it can be powerful, it can be a gift. After finishing my risotto, I ordered dessert. I'll have the chocolate lava cake, please, I told the waiter with a big smile. When it arrived, I took a photo. And guess what I did? I described the photo out loud in English like I was posting on social media. This chocolate cake looks amazing and warm. The chocolate is melting in the middle. There's vanilla ice cream on the side. I can't wait to try it. As I ate my dessert slowly, savoring every bite, I thought about all the times I had been afraid to speak English and stayed quiet in class because I worried about mistakes. All the times I avoided conversations because I felt my English wasn't good enough. But tonight, alone in this restaurant, I discovered something powerful. The best person to practice with is sometimes yourself. When I finished, I paid the bill and thanked the waiter in English. Everything was wonderful. Thank you so much, he replied. You're very welcome. Have a lovely evening. As I walked out of Luna Rosa into the cool night air, I felt different, lighter, stronger, and more confident. On my walk home, I continued talking to myself. I described the stars above me. The sky is clear tonight. I can see so many stars. They're twinkling. I talked about how I felt. I feel proud of myself. I feel independent. I feel happy. And with each sentence, my English became smoother, more natural, and more mine. When I reached my apartment, I sat on my bed and reflected on the evening. What started as a disappointment, a canceled plan, turned into one of my most valuable English learning experiences. I didn't need a language partner. I didn't need a classroom. I didn't need expensive apps or courses. I just needed courage. Courage to speak, even if only to myself. So, speaking English to yourself is not weird. It's brilliant. It's one of the most effective ways to practice. When you narrate your life in English, your actions, your surroundings, your feelings, you're building fluency. You're connecting words to real experiences. You're making English a natural part of your daily life. And here's my challenge for you. Try it. Take yourself on a date. It doesn't have to be a restaurant. It can be a walk in the park. It can be a coffee shop. It can even be cooking dinner at home. Just narrate what you're doing in English. Describe what you see, what you taste, or what you feel. Don't worry about mistakes. Don't worry about sounding silly. Nobody is listening except you. You'll be amazed at how much you learn. You'll discover new words, you'll practice sentence structures, and most importantly, you'll build confidence. Because when you can speak English comfortably to yourself, speaking to others becomes much easier. I'm so glad you watched this video. I hope my story inspired you to try something new with your English learning. Remember, every moment is an opportunity to practice, even the moments when you're alone, especially those moments. If you enjoyed the story, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps more learners find our friendly community. I will share more English learning adventures and tips every week. Until then, keep practicing, keep believing in yourself, and remember, you're never truly alone when you have the courage to speak. And if you've ever done something similar, practiced English alone in a creative way, please share your story in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. That's all for today, my friends. Thank you for being here and watching me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss our next story. See you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.